Are we live? I don't know if we're live. I think we could be now. Jeez, hang on. Why does it say we've got 34 viewers? I don't really see how that could be possible. Ah, there we go. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome back to, once again, the Super League here in Gavra Racing. And if you are just joining us, which you will be, I don't know why I just said that, we're in the Super League around Austria again for the final time this week in F1. We'll be going around the glorious Austrian circuit. And yeah, at the moment, everyone just kind of getting to grips with the track. And just going to talk about a few things. Bon Evil steps in the Williams as a potential permanent replacement for the time being for Chris Stars. But obviously won't be sort of battling for him for the championship, if you know what I mean. But yeah, just hopping in the Williams, just trying to get the Williams some points. In terms of everything else, no penalties across the board, which is good to see from the Super League. However, there was something else I was going to say. I don't know what it was. No, I don't think so. No, yeah, pretty good so far across the board. Everyone piling into the chat. Hello, Dazza. Welcome, Velocity in the chat. Yes, I did say your name correctly this time. And yeah, it's again the almighty Super League here. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. So let's see what happens. Oh, it's going to rain in the race midway-ish. Ooh, that sounds quite spicy, that, Aston. Thanks for that sweet intel. Is the Discord notification come up on the thing? I don't know. Gav, did the Discord notification... Oh, it has come up. How many people in at the moment? Everyone should start piling in at some point. Good evening, everyone. Castengle, welcome to the chat as well. As this race needs more seasoning, or add a bit of spice. Yes, Cryptech, that's especially what we need. But yeah, let's have a look here. As Jax is going to come to the line, he's been 2 weeks in a row, been on pole position in his attempt off of Atom in the end. And yeah, actually, I might as well, while we're waiting for some people to obviously put in some laps, we will have a look here at the championship standings, because why not? Let's have a look here and see what we can get in the championship standings. Should be pretty close at the moment. I think Z-Tech Oreos might be leading the championship, but quite a big mix-up in Canada last week. So let's see as we go down to the standings. Let's have a look here. So yeah, Z-Tech Oreos leading by 12 points, and then there's quite a chunky gap from Z-Tech Oreos to Mares. Not Z-Tech Oreos to Mares, sorry. From Mares to Atom, I think it was, sorry. If I can just get the Super League standings back up on my screen. Oh, God, honestly. Sorry, I realised we've been riding on board with Jax quite a lot. Let's see if we can get on board with someone else. Jojo Power on a lap. It's come towards the end of his lap here as well. Dan Schneider just starting a lap. Pierre in the middle sector. So yeah, it's Atom in third. He's got a bit of catching up to do. He's got 18 points. He's got a gain on Mares. Then a further 2 points behind is Chris Star. No, sorry, is Rick Holt. Then a further 4 points behind is Chris Stars. And then Beza isn't racing anymore, so he's going to slowly drop down. So it's semi-decent. It's semi-close up front at the moment. And yeah, not many people here at the moment for the Super League. If anyone wants to shout out if anyone wants to put in any chats about the stream being live, see if we can get some more people in here for the Super League. "20 minutes into the race, it will rain." Yeah, this is actually Natty's 60th race for Gavra, that's correct. Currently in good position at the moment, in 5th place. So let's see what he can do, to be honest. As it looks like more people are sort of flying their way in. As Natty in a good position at the moment, up in 7th. And going to have to see who's going to be able to improve. Who's going to be able to do some good. As Piero goes up into 7th place on 1:03.4. And it's quite close between the top guys at the moment. The fastest guys, the fastest 3, all in the sub 2 minutes. First to 10th split by... Oh, that's a big spin for Nabil Sick. There, as it looks like 7,000 split Zetec Orioles to Atin. So, yeah, this could be a very closely contested championship here. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen. As here in the Super League. So it looks like there's not many people out on track at the moment. Pearson Jack's on a lap. We know what he's able to do in terms of his lap times. Katzenko says these drivers are so fast. Yep, they are speedy people. Speedy guys. Speedy guys here in the Super League. As Pope's on a lap as well in the Racing Point. And trying to bag some good points for him and his team. As it comes through the middle sector now. And yeah, 3 DRS zones on this track. One of only select few tracks on the F1 calendar to have 3 DRS zones. And 10 corners as well. I believe that is the least amount of corners on the calendar. Apart from, I believe, Bahrain Short. I believe Bahrain Short still had one more. Bahrain Short had 11 turns. This one has 10. So, yeah. Sorry, 2 seconds. Alright, here we go. Oh, Ben Roberts in the chat. Thank you, Ben Roberts. Hello, Black Country as well. Ben Roberts subscribed at T1, subscribed for 5 months, gone on a 5-month streak. Thank you very much, Ben Roberts. Hopefully a clean race in this league. The Super League, most of the time, is always clean. It's always a good one. Jutskev, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you here. And let's have a look here. Let's see if we get into the action here. As 2 cent on a lap at the moment. Let's see what Bon Evil can do. Currently, sort of fighting-ish towards the top of the Premier Series. Let's see what she can do as it comes across the line. 1:04.4 for Bon Evil. As Mares at the moment not being able to put anything quicker. And welcome Volodor Harris to the chat. As we look here in the Super League to see who's going to get themselves into that pole position. At him on a lap at the moment, I believe his teammate Toussaint is coming around the final few corners here. He's got to be careful not to invalidate on that curb on the outside. That's quite a slow lap. I think he backed down to that one. I think this is definitely his flying lap. And he just scored a little bit of oversteer there and invalidated, and he's definitely not going to be happy with that one. Yeah, pretty much, Ben. It probably would have put you around about there, pal. That's the difference, though. That's why we do the prelim races, so we can figure out where everyone is in terms of their pace. As Dan Schneider on a lap here, coming through the top section of the track. It's the McLaren getting out the way here, the Red Bull, who has been picking up some pace in recent weeks, and actually got a podium out in the GT Sport race last week. So if you haven't already, make sure you tune in for those GT Sport races, because personally, in my opinion, the GT Sport racing is a lot better than it is in F1. In my personal opinion, it's a lot closer. It's the GT Sport racing than F1, but yeah, make sure you check that out tomorrow. We'll be joined by Ben and Isaac for the first group, and then Dano and ND will be streaming the second group over the weekend. As, see Piero coming round on a lap here. There's a Haas coming round to the final corner. It is Natty. Let's see what he's able to do as he comes round the final corner. Doesn't invalidate on the edge there. Comes across the line, goes 900s quicker. Not able to move him up, though. Welcome, Dutchy, in there. Katumi as well. Hello, Yordi. He's a subscriber, primary subscriber, 6 months, currently on a 3-month streak. Yeah, thank you very much, Holland, in the chat. So we look now, Aston to the line. He improves by 500. Not been able to move up there. Track limits, as you've probably all know from midweek, has been very, very aggressive around this track. As you've already seen 270s, he went slightly over that sausage curb on the outside of turn 1. And yeah, that's it's a killer turn 1. To be fair, Castengel, it was a close race last week. Dutchy found himself all the way down in 5th place at one point. So, you know, it just depends really on the track and the conditions and where people qualify. Yeah, it is Castengel. It is very, very clean, the F1 leagues. If you notice, you compare the amount of penalties given out to the F1 drivers compared to the GT Sport, then you'll see how clean the league really is. Definitely worth a watch as GT Sport. So we're looking here. Jack's coming around the final corner. He's not going to be able to improve on his time. Is Normal Shadow improving possibly? As it comes up towards turn 3. Remember, this right-hander is turn 3. That left kink technically counts as turn 2, but they use that in MotoGP, like, as that being turn 2, but then it just, apparently, MotoGP applies to every single, sport, apparently, motorsport. So, you know, as Judge of Power's retired, he's not going to be able to improve. Let's see who's going to be flying out the pits here. 1 minute 47 left to go, so the drivers can come quite late out the pits on this track, as it's only a 1 minute... between a 1 minute 4 and a 1 minute 2 lap for these Super League drivers. Oh god, they can pretty much just go out quite late actually onto the track, but some of them might want to go a little bit earlier and avoid the traffic. So let's see what Z-Tech Oreos can do here as he's coming through the middle sector, and a large chunk of oversteer, and he's definitely back down to that lap there. See what Jetsy can do. He's coming through the middle sector. See what he's able to do. Is he trying not to invalidate on that curb on the right-hand side? That same curb again over there. You definitely get yourself invalidated on. As it comes round the final few corners. Every single corner on this track is a danger to invalidation. And he cut that very close. And they cut that very close as well. That is literally on the edge of the track limits. As he comes across the line. Improves by 900. And in the end does not improve enough as his teammates come into the line. Will anyone else improve on their time? Rick Holt's about to start a lap, but he's 2 Saint on a lap at the moment. He's trying to not get himself invalidated, as there's a racing point right there of Mahrez. As Mahrez of a 1 minute 40. So this qualifying session not gone well for Mahrez so far, and he's going to need to put in a time quite soon. And at the moment, I don't think he's on a good enough time to improve. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. As Geek Fusion's retired, he won't be able to set a good enough time. Nabil Sick now through the middle sector. As he's going to come round here, down through turn 7, through turn 8 now, towards turn 9. And I think he's just backed out of that lap there. Z-Tech Oreo's backing out of the lap as well. So the top 3 ain't going to be able to improve. Can anyone knock them off at the top spot, though? Pierre, we've seen him do it many times in the Super League. He's been quite quick around most of the tracks. So I know he's not as too comfortable with this track, though, is Piero. But we're going to see what we'll be able to do. Pearson Jacks, can he get himself onto pole position? He's improving by 10th at the moment. So I'll put him into possibly 5th or 6th place. Can he improve now, though, going into the final stages of this qualifying session? Who's next across the line? It's a Haas It is the man on his 60th race, and he's invalidated on the final corner. He definitely was not happy about that one. His 60th race here, and Gavra has surpassed the main man Gavra himself for the most amount of races here. And yeah, Natty not being able to put in a lap. Can Aston improve? He doesn't, unfortunately. Where is the rest of the driver? This is a Mercedes to the line. Jax only goes 5th. Piero Oni's going to stay 7th. Can Dan Schneider improve? No, stays 6th. All going to come down now to the final few drivers. Wiggly Star won't improve. Mara's now round the final corner. I don't know whether he's going to improve on his time enough, but he's going to improve enough to put him into 11th place, and that is quite a disappointing qualifying session from Mahrez. And he's all the way down in 11th place, currently 2nd in the championship. So this could make for quite an interesting championship here, because Atim quite far up the pecking order compared to Mahrez. Currently only about 12 points behind him, as I said before. So let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, the top 7, really, really close is the top 7. Well, separated by about 2/10 is the top 7. So fine, fine margins here in the Super League. It cannot get any finer than that. As that is the qualifying session done. I believe Rick Holt, if you are watching, if you could retire, that would be fantastic. Thank you. As there is the final grid. So it's Nabil Sick on pole position for this one. Beat Zetec Oreo 6,600 to the line, and then beat Atim 700s to the line. Atim only a further 7,000s ahead of Norma Shadow. How close is it between those top 4? Then it's Jackson 5th, Dan Schneider in 6th, Piero in 7th, Jetsy in 8th, Rick Holt in 9th, Geek Fusion in 10th, Mahrez all the way down in 11th, Natty in 12th, Pope in 13th, Wiggly Style 14th, Aston in 15th, Joe DePower in 15th, Aston in 16th, Toussaint down in 17th, and Bon Evil down in 18th place. And it's a second split, what is 1st to 17th. So crazy close between these Super League drivers. Yeah, I haven't seen the Mahrez fanboy in here yet. Just arrived for the race. Welcome, F1 lover. You just missed a very, very close qualifying. The top 7 split by 0.2 of a second. And now, as a lot of you may have not have known, I received a report from one of the drivers at the start of this race. It was Mr. Aston F1, that it was supposed to rain. I think Bon Evil said as well, supposed to rain about 20 minutes into this race. So about halfway through, we're going to be receiving rain, and it is looking very, very overcast. And this would be the first time this week we would have had rain in Austria, which is surprising, because I was expecting a lot more rain than that, if I'm honest. I'm happy our race didn't have rain in the Premier Series. So let's see what's going to happen here in the Super League. Will we see everyone start on softs, go the 14 laps, try and wait for the rain, or will people, obviously the people inside the top 10 who's qualified on the softs will have to, but will anybody chance it outside the top 10 on the mediums? The strategy around this track is definitely a soft to medium. The soft to medium is possible around this track. The game does suggest it if you've done literally one flying lap in qualifying. The game will suggest a soft to medium. Unless you start outside the top 10, you just get fresh tyres anyway. But all the guys in the top 10 starting on the softs. Everybody else outside the top 10, apart from Bon Evil, starting on the mediums or the hards. So you've got 4 people on the mediums, 3 on the hards, 1 on the softs outside the top 10. So this could be a very interesting race. Could be very, very interesting, this one. And I've lost 6 viewers just before the start of the race. That isn't a good one. As Chris Extans, I think he was racing on the pad, and currently now has a very broken pad, so he can't actually race at the moment. F1 Lover said, Bon Evil says I chose the wrong tyre. Just got to keep going as it is. It might work in your favour. You never know with this track. Anything can happen. We've seen safety cars this week. We've seen lots of stuff. Let's see what's going to happen here in the race. Here in the Super League. Cryptech. Oh, God. As everyone to the line, Nabil will take his position up in pole. Sitakoro's alongside him on the front row, at him in third. Norma Shadow very, very close to these guys as well in qualifying. So let's see what's going to happen. Is everyone will ready up on the line, and we will get going here in this race. The lights are going to count down, but obviously, since I am the host of the lobby, it's just not going to count down when the drivers are ready. As I said, now the engines are going to rev up. And it's going to be lights out now, and away they go. And it's Nabil Sik off to a decent start here. I think everyone in the top four going to be sort of separated. It's going to be pretty much in the same position as Piers and Jack's going to try and go down the inside. And Norma Shadow, but can't get it done. Piero getting a move there on Dan Schneider. There's a bit of tussle-puzzle there between Dan Schneider and Geek Fusion as Natty and Pope having a little bit of a battle at the back. There's a Red Bull on the inside of an Alpha Tauri. There's a Haas right to the inside there. Then that was Natty on the inside. And that's a really good start from Toussaint. He's all the way up into 14th now. So it looks like everyone pretty much got up unscathed so far. So let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, someone's gone very late into turn 4. I think that was Jetsy, but in the end managed to recover it. It looks like everyone just come out of the first few corners without any form of wing damage. I'm not going to speak too early, but Bon Evil down the inside of Wiggly Star. I'm going to get moved up, but that's a flyer of a start from Toussaint at the back. And Rick Holt and Jojo Power here going to go wheel to wheel. See what he's able to do here. Rick Holt should be really battling at the top of the table as these two going to go wheel to wheel round this turn 9, and that's definitely not an area of the track you want to go wheel to wheel. Now Toussaint going to take advantage here. He's going to go to the inside into turn 1 here. He's going to go down the inside. Can he get the move done? And he's going to get the move done up into 12th position. Toussaint finding his mojo here, and he's got himself up into 12th position. A flyer of a start here from him. All the way from 17th place. This looks like someone's going to the inside. Looks like Pope on the inside of Rick Holt now. And you would expect Rick Holt to be up there. Currently 4th in the championship. Currently struggling to get away from these guys down at the back in 13th. He's currently in 13th place. But the top 4 did not move a muscle. It was a good start though from the Mercedes driver. Let's have a look and see who gained up some positions. So Pierre up 1, Geek Fusion up 3. But the biggest gainer is Toussaint on the opening laps. Jojo Power up 4 as well. So that's a good start from him as well. But it looks like everyone off to a clean start here in the Super League. Very nice start here from the Super League drivers so far. Let's see what's going to happen in the end towards this race. But if we look here, we're sort of getting 2 different trains of cars, which is going to form 2 quite large DRS trains. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen. And so all of these guys will be running quite sort of low downforce setups. So, wait, is that the rain already? That is the rain already. The rain is already here as Jojo Power and Toussaint go wheel to wheel. Here comes Rick Holt now to the inside as well. Currently still losing my voice here as Jack's to the inside and Norma Shadow gets the move done. Then there's going to be a battle here between Toussaint and Jojo Power through turn 4. It's going to go 3 wide here. It's Toussaint squeezed to the inside. And it's going to go 3 wide. How has that happened through turn 6? You cannot go 3 wide through there, guys. And Toussaint in the end missing out, unfortunately, on that. But the rain is already starting to fall here. That was the cleanest 3 wide I have ever seen through turn 6. That was incredible from those 3. As the grid is so close at the moment. We've got a bit of a gap in the middle where Rick Holt is. And then there's a train at the back. And then a train at the front as well as, Jojo Power's gone very wide. And Toussaint's been able to go past. And now Natty could take advantage as well as the rain starting to pour here in Austria. Could it bring out intermediates? Let's see what happens. As Toussaint going to hold that position a moment. All the battling happening at the back, but here goes Piero. He's looking to the outside of Norma's shadow. He's going to try and go round the outside here. Almost got Albon to the outside, did Piero. But he keeps the position in the end. And look how close Nabil Sik gets behind Zetec Orios. I didn't see the overtake that happened. I was too busy looking at the big 3 wide moment at the back. But now Zetec Orios now into the lead of this race, and is currently leading the championship. This is what he needed. Zetec Orios is off to a flyer here. And it looks like, at the moment, just a very light drizzle. Could this be the entirety of this race? I'm not sure. We might have a repeat of where it's just going to be light rain for this race. It's Toussaint now right on the back of Pope, on the medium tyres. A couple of people starting on hards. A couple of people starting on the mediums towards the back as well. Looks like Norma Shadow and Pearson Jack's having a battle here. It's Norma Shadow to the inside. Piero went down the inside of his teammate here in the Merc, but Jack's going to get the move back. It's very, very clean so far. It's Toussaint now down the inside of Pope, and he's going to get the move done up into 12th position. And it's now going to gain on Rick Holt, who's on the softs ahead. Toussaint, though, with the DRS down this straight, as the detection zones serves both DRS zones. There's actually 3D detection zones. I'm just being an idiot, really. Is Bon Evil getting past Aston here? Aston looks like he possibly made a bit of a mistake. But what a start from the Super League drivers. Very, very clean. Look at Zetec Orios opening up a gap already for second to Nabil Sik. Zetec Orios is absolutely flying here in the Super League. Atom staying on the back of Nabil Sik. He needs to get past. He wants any form of a chance of battling Zetec Orios in the lead of this race. But at the moment, Super League drivers keeping it very, very clean so far. This is just a lot of DRS trains happening, but here could be a move. It's going to be Geek Fusion now to the outside of Piero into turn 3. And he's going to hold the position. He got such a better run out the exit. And indeed gets the move done on the Frenchman. And Geek Fusion up into 6th position now, and is currently hunted down the other Mercedes driver, Pearson Jacks. It's a very nice move there from Geek Fusion around the outside. Yeah, to be fair, Chitskef, I agree. Zetec Orios is an absolute flyer. I mean, great. I didn't see much from him in the weekend league, but he is storming right now. And I'm going to say it now, no penalties. I'm sorry, Toussaint. I'm sorry, Toussaint. I'll take the blame on that one. I'll take the full-on blame. Oh, we got a spinner! Oh, and it's Jax again who spun it. And it's not. And it's quite often we've seen that this season. Jax spinning it. How unfortunate is that for Pearson Jax? And now Morris to the inside of Jets. He gets the move done. Now Toussaint not going to be far behind Jax now. And how unfortunate is that again for Jax? And that's so many times. He did it in France as well. And he's just spun the car. That man at the moment not having the best of luck in that Mercedes. There's still plenty of time to get back into this race. 7 laps gone here out of 36 laps in this race. As we look for a move here, as Mahrez back past the other Red Bull of Dan Schneider. Now, this is the pace we were hoping to see from Mahrez, but he's shown it a little bit too late into this race because he's down in 7th, but is on the alternate strategy on the mediums and is making overtakes. So, at the moment, Mahrez on some good pace there on those mediums. As Piero now possibly looking to the inside of Geek Fusion. And he's going to get the move done. And Piero back up into 5th position he goes. Frenchman now back up into 5th. See if he can hunt Norma's shadow down ahead. 2.1 seconds though. He has to get that gap down by. as at the moment just a lot of trains of cars and not much going on, and there's someone off, and it's Jojo Power in the wall. No wing damage though, but Jojo Power at the back, and Pearson Jack's next to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Apart from those two though, simply doing very, very well in terms of keeping off of the track limits. Here, oh, this is a battle for the second place here between Atim and Nabil Sik. As we look now down into turn 4, will it be a move here for second place? Isn't going to go for it there. Didn't realise Atim was so close. Oh no, he is. He's going to go round the outside, possibly to the inside through turn 6, and he's going to get the move done. Atim going up into second place, and has now got to hunt down Nabil Sik, and now he is disconnected from the session as there's a wheel-to-wheel moment here between Wiggly Style and Aston. As Aston going to go through his ghosted teammate, who is ghosted now. As Norma Shadow picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him out, but Atim getting past Nabil Sik, and has now opened up a 7/10 gap to him. Nabil Sik seems to be losing a bit of time here, it looks like. And currently pace dropping a little bit. Natty should have enough invites to get himself back into the race. I sent him enough. Unless his internet's completely just died on him. Which most likely is the case. Actually, no, I think has he joined back? No, he hasn't. Not yet. It's Nabil Sik, and Atim once again looking to battle. As Nabil Sik went to the inside, but Atim getting attacked from behind from Norma Shadow. We've got a 3-way battle here for second place, but this is just allowing the championship leader, Zetek Oreos, to get away. As these guys very, very close to each other. And their battling is not helping their cause in gaining on Zetek Oreos, who's absolutely flying today. Atim with the DRS is going to try and get as close as he can to Nabil Sik here in these partially slippery conditions. Not slippery enough to pull out a intermediate stop. Here comes Atim now. This is for second place. He's going to go down the inside here into turn 3. And he's going to get the move done, I think. Got a little bit leery on the rear. Nabil Sik's going to have the DRS because he was in the detection zone ahead of Atim. And he's going to hold the position in second place. And these guys battling is just letting that gap open up even more to Zetek Oreos. And what a race we've had on our hands so far. Natty's managed to join back. Which is good, so we can get back in his car. However, he has fallen quite far back down the grid. But anything can happen, as we all know. Very close between these guys again, between Nabil, Atim, and Norma Shadow. It's kind of allowing Piero to sort of gain a little bit into this race. But we know when someone joins into the lobby from what it looks like, it's, oh my god, what the hell on earth was that? Was that Natty's body that just was hanging? I don't want to know what that was, if I'm honest, Codemasters. I'd actually rather not know what that was. For what it looked like was Natty's body inside the car was dangling above the car, which is where it shouldn't be. And you'll know when someone joins in because the interval gaps disappear. Seems to be a weird glitch of the game as someone joins back into the lobby. Someone's got completely glitched gears. Oh, it's Tim. Yeah, his gears are heavily glitched. I cannot spectate that. However, though, we might see an overtake behind this battle, but I'm going to keep an eye on this battle here for the moment. Mahrez has got past Geek Fusion, but I want to see at him. Will he possibly look for the move on Nabil? Isn't going to go for it, but smartly, though, he can wait for turn 4. Possibly trying his best to get the traction out of the corner, but the car just isn't responding to him. He's going to possibly look for the move now into turn 4. Will he? Isn't going to go for it. No, he can't go for it there. Oh god. This race has been exciting. It's been a very, very close contest so far. As Atom now trying to stick as close as he can behind Nabil Sick. And he's got a good run on him, to be fair. Geek Fusion is the first man into the pits, interestingly. Possibly for a set of mediums or hards? Maybe hards, I'm not sure. As here comes Atom now, he's going to look to the outside. As he's going to get the move done. Down the inside, Norma Shadow might look for the move though, and he can't get it done. Oh, it's Nabil 6 had a huge chunk of oversteer on the rear, and that's cost him a lot of time, because here comes the Frenchman and Piero. And he can't get that move done, and that's cost Nabil Sig dearly. Dearly. That mistake on the rear. So Piero once again trying to find his way past Nabil Sig. Nabil Sig's picked up a 3-second time penalty. It's gone all horribly wrong for him at the moment. Pearson Jacks has gone to the Inters, interestingly. Is it time for the Inters yet? It doesn't look like it's time for the Inters yet. Because you'll know when it's time for the Inters, because the DRS will be disabled. And at the moment it hasn't been. So I think Jacks has made the wrong choice. It's Piero now to the inside of Nabil Sick. And he's going to get the move done. And I don't know what's happened to Nabil Sick here, but he's losing a lot of time. Because now here comes Mahrez past him as well. Mahrez past Nabil Sick. And it's going to get the move done. Up into 5th position. Nabil, in the space of 2 laps, has gone from 2nd all the way down to 6th place. Oh, so there's a bit of action happening here at the back. Oh, someone's lost it! Oh, it's at him! Is there any damage? No damage, he's just spun. Oh, and that's hugely unfortunate for him as in comes Nabil Sick into the pits. Interestingly, the Super League drivers stay out for another lap. A couple of people are going to come in at lap 14, I reckon. Lap 14 is usually the point where you want to come in for the soft to medium. Quite a lot of people into the pits. Obviously, the medium runners will be able to go a lot further into this race. Oh, we got someone in the middle who's off. It was Jax in the middle and the Inters. So I don't know what happened to Atim. I think he just lost it in the middle sector somewhere. But Nabil 6 gone for the Inters. Is it Inters time? No, it's not time for the Inters. Wait, is it? I can't tell. I think Nabil Sig may have made a bad move here, guys. I can't tell whether these Inters are good enough. I don't think they are. If we could use a different word rather than that F word, F1 lover, that would be grand. It seems to be keeping with Aston though. Definitely isn't intermediate time. As here comes Mahrez and Piero having a bit of a battle here. As Norma Shadows run very wide. This could be a chance now. Here comes Mahrez looking for the move on the medium tyres. And he's going to go around the outside and he's going to get the move done. Here comes now possibly Piero for a late lunge to the inside. And he has sent that Mercedes up the inside with that French power. And he's got the move done. And Nabil 6, surely he's made a bad mistake here on those inters. It surely isn't time for the intermediates. Isn't wet enough yet. Was Jetsy possibly looking for a move on his teammate? Isn't going to go for it there. There's quite a few people on fresh tyres now. A few people struggling though on the softs. That's a puncture. No, that's a puncture for Z-Tech Oreos. He's got a rear left puncture. Oh no. The man who was leading this race by 2 seconds. Sorry, more than 4 seconds. He's got a puncture. Rear left. I'm not going to say it 15 times this time, but that is a puncture for Nabil Sit. Not for Nabil Sit, for Z-Tech Oreos. Two Saints coming for inters. Everyone's coming in. Is it time for intermediates? I do not know whether it's time for intermediates yet. What's happened to this race? Here comes Nabil Sik. He's on the intermediates. He's jumped at him in the pits. And he's going to take the move into 5th position on the intermediates. What on earth has happened in this race? We've had the race leaders on a puncture. There's a Mercedes running slowly. It's Piero. Piero's got a puncture. He's got a rear left. Rear left puncture for Piero as well. What on earth has happened? Is it intermediates time? I just can't tell. What on earth is happening in this race? This is genuinely anyone's game now. Piero's got a rear left. So why did they take it 17 laps? There was no need. You just needed to go 14 laps on them. Unless there's something I don't know about the weather. But half of the people are on slicks. What on earth is actually going on? I don't understand this race. Norma Shadow's gone to the inters, but Mares is still gaining. Mares is still gaining time. Is he still gaining time? Let me get gap to leader up. Is Mares gaining time on the intermediate drivers? It's really close. I can't tell. Because they're on fresh inters. There's Jetsy now for a move on Dan Schneider. And he's going to go down the inside. Here, the Red Bull on the other Red Bull. And here comes Z-Tech Oreos now going to lunge it down the inside on the softs. Oh, that's huge contact. And there goes Jetsy into the wall. What on earth has happened in this race? It went from such a chill race to every, like, half of the grid are on the inters and the rest of them are on slick tyres. Inters for Mares. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know. I give up. What on earth has gone on? Geek Fusion leads the race on 15 lap old mediums and Z-Tech Oreos has retired. He's lost out in the final corner. Oh, it's a big crash! It's a virtual safety. What on earth has happened in this race? The championship leader has crashed. Oh my god, the championship leader has crashed. What on earth has happened in this race? Virtual safety car is out. Jojo Power picks up a drive-through. Oh, and it's Geek Fusion spinning and then the lead. And now Mares. Oh my god, Mares, who started in 11th position, is now currently leading this race and has a 3.5 second gap over Nabil Sik. Geek Fusion, does he have damage? I cannot tell. What on earth has happened to this race? Is DRS still enabled? I can't tell. Yes, it is. The DRS is still enabled. We're on Inters. What on earth is happening? This is crazy. The 3 drivers who are all on mediums have all come in. But the race director hasn't taken away the DRS. This is what I'm confused by. So that puts the likes of Toussaint's now in 5th place. Toussaint started down in 17th place. Is now in 5th place, and Jojo Powers retired on the final corner. That's a big crash. See if we can ride on board with Maris. What on earth has happened? Oh, that's a really poorly placed retirement. Right on the edge of the curb there. I'm surprised that's not a... How is that not a... how is that not a safety car? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, DRS is definitely now disabled, so this is definitely Inters. How are these guys running on the mediums? Well, no, they're definitely not for much longer, because in they come. The last of the people to switch. Yeah, but Dutchie, I'm saying from a spectator point of view, I'm saying that usually you know when it's time for the intermediates because the race director will say that the DRS is disabled. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the drivers should go by that. I'm just saying that from me watching, I can't tell what it's like on the track. So I'm just having to go what it is. There's a Mercedes running slowly. It's Jax on a lap down. Oh, it's Nabil sick. Picked up a 3-second time penalty. This is where we might see the penalties start to fly in, and they are doing so already. What on earth has happened in this race? I'm going to get interval gap back up here so we can actually see what's going on. In what is that? I've lost it. I wouldn't go that far. I'd definitely still say that Premier Series Singapore or Bahrain in Bahrain in Academy last season or Freshman League Season 1 was probably some of the best races, I'd say. Probably for me it'd be Premier Series Singapore. But I still, this is what a race this has been. And what a mix-up in the championship fight. CTEC Oreos now, we're receiving no points. Mares is second to him. I'm going to get up the chat. I'm going to get, yeah, freshman season 1 freshman Bahrain season 1 was a mad race. That's what on earth has happened in this race. It's crazy. So we look at the championship standings. CTEC Oreos was 12 points ahead of Mares. Mares will now overtake him on points, which is going to be crazy. Atim was a further 30 points behind. So this is going to tighten up this championship so much in this race. Someone's lost it at turn 1. Here comes Norma Shadow. Has got the move done. I think there was a Mercedes. I think that's Jax. It is Jax off at turn 1. But Norma Shadow getting the move done on Atim up into 3rd position. And Toussaint quite far back from the podium at the moment, but it's still, he is going to be very, very happy with the position he is in. Him, just crazy. Him and Mares making up some of the most positions. Aston up 9 places, Pope up 7 in this race. Since where they qualified, that is crazy. Mares though, 11th to 1st in this race, currently leading by 6 seconds. Toussaint 17th to 5th at the moment. He is absolutely storming. He's going to be a very, very happy man after this race. And that's what I want, because otherwise I get it right in the ear from him constantly. Oh, I didn't enjoy that. I was such a bad racer. This and that. That's what he sounds like. After a race. Oh, and Jax is retired in the wall. But it's not like a full-on retirement. Oh, that is a full-on... Oh, that is a big one. Oh, dear. And that's going to bring a spanner into the works, because here comes a safety car. Now, are we going to see some people pit? We've seen one person do it. Are we going to see people pit? Because these Inters, I'm hesitant to say they can get to the end. I'm not sure. Will we see people pit and try and just secure a stop now? A full-on safety car. Will we see people pit, though? Mahrez dives in. I think it's going to be the strategy. I think the only way you're going to get away with this is if you pit here now, go for some fresh Inters. Yes, because there's no other way you can really do it, to be honest. And the two Saint and Actor will be able to double stack. They've got 13 seconds between them, so in theory, you do want to come into the pits because those Inters probably aren't going to make it to the end. So everyone pretty much here getting a free pit stop at this point. As Toussaint trying to get as much of a gap as he can to his teammate, so they don't double stack. Aston going to follow Pope in as well. Pope following in right behind. As everyone going to come flying into the pits here on for a fresh set of intermediates to go into this next part of this race. Mahrez leads, but now the gap is closened quite a bit now. Toussaint had a big gap behind, a big gap in front. That big gap in front's going to go away, but the big gap behind he would have wanted here, because that may allow some of the faster drivers to get past. So it's one of the likes of Aston and Jetsy who may have preferred not to have a safety car, sorry. As Geek Fusion and Jetsy not pitting, so they think they can get to the end of this race on these Inters, which is an interesting one. Let's see if they're able to. If I'm honest, I totally forgot about the England game, but I knew anyway it was probably not a one worth watching because it's against San Marino, and I knew we were just going to put in a load of goals past them anyway. So yeah, pretty much. That is to answer your question. It's safety car now, so waiting for everyone to catch up to the back of the pack and we can get going. Most likely, I think the safety car, I'm going to predict maybe either in the end of this lap or it'll be the next lap. Let's take a moment to have a breather. Let's take a moment and have a breather and reflect on what we have just had in the past 10 laps. So it started to rain. And then it was raining for a while, and it was the sort of the slick rain conditions. And then suddenly half of the people went on in Inters. We saw Zetec Oreos spin. He got a puncture and then retired the car on the final corner. When he was on the Inters, we saw Jax have the spin earlier on in the race, and in the end retired and caused a safety car. We've had Jojo Power retire on the final corner as well. So at the moment, I'd say pretty insane race so far. We've had a safety car and a virtual safety car, and we've gone from slicks to Inters. This has been one hell of a race. Probably, for me, the best race of the week. In terms of the action, this has been absolutely incredible from the Super League drivers, and very, very clean. There was that one small swipe in the middle sector, which we caught the eye of, and we all went, ooh, could be a penalty. But apart from that, everything else was pretty smooth sailing. And the safety car will stay out for one more lap, as Natty has just finally joined the back of the pack. Well, this will be the point here where I always say separate the men from the boys. Let's see who's going to be quicker in the wet than in the dry. We've seen a sort of a reoccurring pattern on who is quicker in the wet and who's quicker in the dry. But let's find out and see how that's going to affect this race, as the safety car most likely will definitely be in this lap. We'll probably know by about turn 6. We'll get the notification. Because usually it's in the final sector, but since the sectors are so short that it has to do it actually towards the end of the second sector. Because I bet it'll say very soon that it's coming in. Probably near enough, like now? Damn it. How about now? There! That's haha. Told you, just before it enters sector 3. And Mares will now become the de facto safety car, which means he will control the pace, control the pack, and get ready for a launch. In the wet, these guys trying to aggressively warm up their tyres. Going to be pretty cold in these wet conditions. Penalties are going to play a big factor in this as well. 6 seconds, and Nabil Sik and Norma Shadow could allow the 2 Alfa Romeos or even the Racing Point behind to sneak onto the podium. Let's find out and see what happens here, as Mares is going to lead the way now around the final corner and get underway once again here in the Super League for some green flag racing for the final 7 laps in this absolutely insane race. And already we've got 2 people going wheel to wheel. We've got Bon Evil going to go down the inside into turn 1 and is going to get the move done. And it's going to stick up into 13th position. A move already here in the Super League off the safety car restart. Is that going to be Geek Fusion down the inside of Jetsy? And is going to do so. And he is going to get the move done up into 7th position. Oh, and Jetsy just oversteered into him. Nothing Jetsy could do there, though. Just a lot of oversteer. Just couldn't control the car. Went into the side of him. And here comes now Dan Schneider down the inside of Geek Fusion. That is going to try and look for the move done. Piero having a battle here with Bon Evil getting past. Bonnie trying to fight back as Dan Schneider, and Geek Fusion going to go wheel to wheel as Dan Schneider gets his move back. It's just some insane action off the beginning here. So possibly a move there was going to happen. As these guys so close at the back of the grid here. As Norma Shadow picks up another 3-second time penalty, that could be him out of the podium running here. As Mares has done exceptionally well this race. What a comeback from Mares. Absolutely incredible so far. Let's see if he can carry it on for the last 6 laps. Nabil Sik trying to keep with Norma Shadow, but at the moment he's got Atom chasing him, followed by Toussaint. Pope not far behind him, then a gap to Aston. Then Geek Fusion, Dan Schneider, and then Jetsy, and then Rick Holt and Piero outside of the points at the moment. As Piero now possibly around the outside of Rick Holt, Bonnie to the inside, possibly looking for the move. Couldn't get it done there. Now might try it now down into turn 4. Possibly maybe going to look to the inside. That's very late on the brakes there from Bonnie. Very, very late there move, but gets the move done. Mares left the space. And Toussaint here, Toussaint and Atom could be on for a double podium. This could be the first time we see double Alfa Romeos on the podium here. Going to become round to 5 laps left to go in this race. So insane mix of emotions as Toussaint just picks up a 3-second. That isn't going to help his cause too much here. And I feel like I just cursed Toussaint once again because I said it could have been a double Alfa Romeo podium, and then he got a penalty. So Rick Holt down the inside of Bon Evil gets the move done. These guys having a battle at the back. It's 40 people watching now, guys. Hang on, you've missed the people who just joined us. You've missed one hell of a race. You've missed One hell of a race. Make sure when this, you can watch it live back on Twitch if you're subscribed. If not, it will be live on the YouTube channel in 2 days' time, where you'll be able to watch the race back in all of its glory and see the absolute insaneness of this race, because it's absolutely incredible. Look how close it is to the back between these guys, from 10th all the way down to 15th. So close. Fine margins up front, though, between those guys, as Atim picks up another 3-second time penalty, so all evens now between those guys. Anything can happen, as we're going to come down to the final few laps in this race. Mares fanboy, you've missed a lot, Mares fanboy, if I'm honest. Mares started down in 11th. It's currently now leading this race with a 1.6 second gap over Norma Shadow with 9 seconds of penalties. Absolutely incredible race. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a race of consistency now towards the end. Let's see what's going to happen. Anything can happen with the penalties. We know how harsh the track limits are around this track. Going for a Swiss win, yes. The dominant Swiss. It's a bit of a battle here happening at the back between Bon Evil and Piero now having a battle. Bonnie getting the pushing Piero a little bit there, but no real contact. As Dan Schneider getting close behind Geek Fusion here. Atim actually gaining a little bit on Nabil 6, getting quite close to him now, as we're going to go down to 3 laps left in this race. So you never know what's going to happen with the penalties. As races, I'm going to say the race has calmed down a little bit here now, but mostly when I say that, there's probably not. Something's going to happen. Like Dan Schneider here, looking to the inside of Geek Fusion. Bit of a lock up there, but it's going to get the move done. And it's going to keep the position, actually, in 8th place for now. Geek Fusion, no, I forgot there's no DRS. Why am I saying Geek Fusion will have the DRS? He's not going to have DRS. Might go for a late lunge, though, and he just can't get the move done. Not close enough to go for the move down the inside. As Rick Holt now, a move on Jet Scene. I think that was a move from Bonnie on Piero. That's very fine margins at the moment from these Super League guys. And F1 Lover, you probably seem a bit stupid now for saying what you're saying before about Nabil Sik making the wrong decision on those inters. Because, yeah, he is now currently up in 3rd position. So, crazy. What a race, though, from Mares. He's done exceptionally well. No penalties in the moment. Still a lot longer to go in this race, so a few more laps, but still an exceptional drive from him nonetheless. 11th to 1st at the moment. Don't forget about this man either, Mr. Toussaint 0208. 12 positions. He started in 17th place as Piero getting past Bonnie. These guys having a bit of a battle as Piero slowed down a little bit there on the straight. As Wiggly Style and Bonnie going to go wheel to wheel now. So we've got a bit of an angle from behind here. Piero going to go down the inside. Yeah, Toussaint went from 17th all the way up into 5th place. So, doing extremely well is Toussaint. It's 45 people watching. Thank you, everyone. You should have been here earlier when all of the action was happening. Crazy race, this one. Probably the best race of the season best race of the, probably the best Super League race of the season, but in terms of this week, it's probably the best race of the week, to be fair. Why is there so many Mares fanboys in the chat? There's so many 46 people watching. Thank you everyone for joining me in this final last stages of this Super League race. A huge championship mix-up. Mahrez leads. Zitech Orio's out, our championship leader. Atim currently third in the championship, down in fourth. And if I get the rest of the standings up, yeah, it was Atim and then Rick Holt all the way down in 10th, in 4th place in the championship. So these three are going to be running away with it. Mahrez and Atim both going to close those points gaps down to Zitech Oreos. As gaps opening up here all over the place. So Pope's doing very well to keep this on track. If he picks up another penalty, he won't be getting 5th place at the moment. But the moment he is, with the penalties that are there. Final lap of this race. Let's see what's going to happen. This is pretty calm before the storm, as they say. Anything can happen. As Mahrez leading the way by a second over Norma Shadow. And let's see what's going to happen. Anything can happen on these final stages. Anyone could pick up a warning or a little penalty. As everyone keeping it nice and clean and consistent here in these final stages of this race. These guys are so close to the back here. Like so close to the back. Oh, there's Piero to the inside, and that's not really a move that would have been on. But here comes Mahrez to the line, and he takes the win from 11th place. Norma Shadow will finish in 2nd, but drop to 3rd. In the end, by Nabil Sik, Atim will take 4th. Toussaint will take 6th after he started in 17th place. Pope will take 5th place in the end. Aston will take 7th. What a result for him in the Haas team. Dan Schneider in 8th. Rick Holt in the end gets a couple of points in 9th. Geek Fusion finished in 10th. And what a race. Absolutely incredible race from the Super League. Wow. Toussaint gets driver of the day in game. I don't know what your guys' driver of the day is. I don't know where Gav is actually. I haven't seen this entire race. 43 people watching. What a race. What a Super League race that was. Absolutely incredible. There's your top 3. Mahrez, who started in 11th. Nabil Sek, and then Norma Shadow takes 3rd. A very different podium for what we've seen. Zitech Oreos retiring now bunches up the championship massively here, and the championship fight is still on in the Super League after round 7 out of 15 races. Piero outside in 11th, Wiggly Star in 12th, Bonnie got 13th, Jetsy 14th, Natty in 15th, Jackson 16th, Jojo in 17th, and Zitech Oreo finished in 18th place. But wow. What a race. Look at this. Aston 16th to 7th. Pope 13th to 5th. They're incredible from those guys. Absolutely. Just those three and Mahrez. A round of applause is needed because those guys did really well. Norma Shadow in the end jumped at him to the podium. Dan Schneider dropped to 8th place. Rick Holt and Geek both got the same positions they qualified, so they would have been happy with that. And yeah, that DNF from Zitech Oreos really throwing a spanner in the works in the championship. What a race. What a Super League race. And thank you all 42 of you watching. We had 45 people in at one point, which was absolutely insane. So thank you everyone for joining. Hope you all enjoyed the Super League race. I very much did. It was absolutely incredible race here in the Super League. And yeah, we will see you all next week, where we'll be around the quite wonderful Silverstone, which I'm sure will provide a lot of action once again. But that is it from the Super League. Make sure you all tune in. All 42 of you tune in tomorrow for the GT Sport race. Trust me, the racing will be just as good, even better in the GT Sport race tomorrow. So make sure you go and check out. We'll be around Sardinia B in the Group 3 cars. So yeah, make sure you go and check that out, and I will see you guys all later.